8 days to read The Silmarillion until it has to be returned to the library, and it is my most anticipated read of 2025. As a longtime fan of the Lord of the Rings movies, I have read The Hobbit and the trilogy in the last couple weeks, and I've fallen even more in love with Middle Earth than I thought was possible. And the whole time, I've kind of been looking forward to the Silmarillion, anyways, because I just love encyclopedic historical type texts, and I've kind of been craving one for a while. Maybe it's the fact that I graduated grad school 6 months ago and I need my fix, or maybe it's the writer side of me that just thinks this is going to elevate how I think about world building and just wanting to learn more about the inner workings of Middle Earth. So far, reading through Tolkien's work, I feel like it's just making me wish that we had this kind of documentation for the Wheel of Time, specifically pertaining to the First Age, the Age of Legends, the breaking of the world, because obviously Robert Jordan was a huge fan of Tolkien's work, and there's definitely a lot of elements that are somewhat inspired, even if uniquely so, by Tolkien's work. And so I feel like, not to drag my love for the Wheel of Time into this, but I do just wish that we had more information on a lot of the stuff in the past that's hinted at in the books. My plan for reading the Silmarillion is just kind of getting through a first pass, and then after a first pass, coming back to sections that I feel like I need to go through again, or sections that I've like noted down specifically, and taking notes as I read as well. I was honestly getting overwhelmed at the thought of like reading this kind of text in like 8 days, and then I realized that like it has literally never taken me 8 days to read a book of any length that I have fully put my effort towards, so I think I'm gonna be okay. Anyways, as of right now, I finished the first two sections, and I'm like 4 chapters into the third section, and one of my specific like special interests with Middle Earth is Morgoth and the War of Wrath. And so I feel like just getting more into that and getting more details and accounts of it is exactly what I've been waiting for, and it's just amazing so far. I can't wait to get even farther into it. I also have to say, I feel like the writing structure and the syntax like flows so well. I was hoping it was going to be really informationally structured, and I feel like that's exactly how it is, with like the perfect amount of prose kind of like interlaced with it. Before this video gets too long, I gotta get back to reading. I'm busy, but I am going to read a little more today, kind of get a feel for my pace, and then make a reading schedule. So I'll be back to update you tomorrow for my 7 day countdown on how everything's going. And if you've read The Silmarillion, let me know what your favorite parts are and what parts you like to go back and reread.